Hello, welcome to Rants Without Pants, which you can watch on shophead.blogspot.com. My name is Adam Shabel. You may know me from the Madison Milwaukee power pop band The Shabels, that this guy's a fan of.
A total disclaimer that you are known from the power pop band The Shabels, and I am known as a fan of the power pop band The Shabels. So
there we go.
That's right.
So you're the one. This week on Rants Without Pants, we have a special treat. I will be interviewing Madison Police Officer Steve Heimsness, and then after that, we'll be going over to Lindbergh Elementary School, where Walker will give tips to the children on how to cheat. He'll also be teaching the kids about the Constitution of all things. Anyone that knows me knows how pro-law enforcement I am. I went to school to be a cop. I actually was offered a job in the Nashville Police Department. I turned it down because it's Nashville, and most of all, I figured out that I'm too much of a pussy to do that job. So I have great admiration for anyone that can be a police officer. Now, before the interview, I want to just say that Madison Police Officer Steve Heimsness is only discussing his own personal views. He is not talking on behalf of the Madison Police Department. That is a big thing we want to make sure is clear. He's the treasury for the union board, and full disclosure, he's a friend of mine. Anyway, here's the interview.
I'm the treasurer for the Madison Professional Police Officers Association, which is the union that represents, I think we're at 417 members. Anything I say or do will be my opinion only. I work at night. I get done at 7 o'clock in the morning. I would work all night, come home, take a nap, go down to the square, march, I'd go home, take a nap, and then go to work at night. And it was
for a long time.
It was very hard, but it was something that we felt that was very important. And the part that what really affected us was that while they were going to pass this act and take these rights away, we had to stand up and say that this is wrong. You can't treat some people, one group, as a different class as opposed to another. And we also saw it, and I still see it, as an attempt to, I don't know, I think Walker wanted to ingratiate himself with the people that had to stand up and the people that were going to be upset about it.
Right.
And do his bidding, or however you want to put that, and we were not going to have any part of that.
Right.
Because wrong is wrong and right is right. And Act 10 is wrong. I was going to say I never saw anything that was anything but peaceful, but I want to take that back because there was the day where the Tea Party had their rally up there. Many people who were there for the Tea Party came up to us and just screamed in our faces. Called us disgusting,
knowing that you were
Madison Police because we had our union shirts on that had this logo that says Madison Police Association,
right.
And on the back of our shirts on the back of the shirts that we were wearing, it said "Cops for Labor." It really helped people to see us there because we were exempt from this whole thing. We had no reason, if you want to call it, to be there other than that it was wrong, and we had to stand up for that. And the place just went nuts. People started screaming, "Thank you." It was amazing. And it really fired people up and it gave them a lot of, a lot of hope.
I was going to say hope.
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It was a very moving experience.
Yeah.
It's something I'll never forget.
Now, okay, I just want to interrupt here. We're about to discuss all the arrests that have been happening over at the Capitol. The interesting thing was, on Wednesday, the Madison Professional Officers Association and the Dane County Deputy Sheriff's Association issued a pretty strong statement of disagreement with the leaders of the Capitol Police.
What they're doing right now is wrong, it's unlawful, it's unconstitutional.
Yeah.
That they are not respecting the rights for free assembly and peaceful assembly, because no one's going to say, I mean, holding a sign in the Capitol, if you're standing there holding a sign in the Capitol, how is that disturbing?
Literally, sometimes
an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper standing there.
Quietly.
Quietly. And it's also preventing people exercising free speech.
Right.
That's a public building.
Right.
People are around there in the light of day, and this thing gets wherever, in the media, on YouTube, wherever, it makes them look bad. They realize that, and they decided, okay, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to go and wait, and you go to work, back to your house, and we're going to come to your house or your place of work and talk to your boss about it. And then when that came out, and they got some bad press on that, what do? They start mailing the tickets.
Oh, I did not know that.
They have been mailing tickets now. Okay, if you're going to write somebody a ticket, this is what I say. Do it right there.
Right.
Give it to them right there. At the risk of sounding a little too strong, that's just chicken shit. They're in an impossible position because they're faced with basically you either write this ticket or they're probably going to get fired. Because who's going to represent them in any kind of discipline?
Right.
They got no union anymore. They have nobody.
That's actually a really good point.
And so I just want to make sure that, though I don't like what their officers are doing, they're being forced into that position. So they're between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
And my criticism is not on individual officers, but it's what they're being forced to do.
I bet you, I'm guessing, they get to know the people, the daily people that are there, like the solidarity singers, and they have a rapport with them. And now they suddenly pull kind of a 180 and have to do these things.
That's probably part of the reason why they don't like this. Some of the officers are really having problems doing that.
I was just going to thank you for your service. I never really, we've talked many times, obviously, but I never really said thanks for being a cop. And it's a kind of a, at times, a thankless job.
Well, thank you very much.
Like a hero.
Well, no, absolutely.
Well, not like Batman. Batman's up here, right? And then there's you, and you're still a hero.
Okay, in the pantheon of superheroes, I'm Aquaman.
Thanks again to Officer Steve. He is a true hero. So all this talk with Officer Steve on things that were constitutional and unconstitutional. And then with Judge Juan Colas, who just made a decision stating that some of Act 10, the Walker's Union Busting Bill, is unconstitutional. Governor Walker decided to visit Lindbergh Elementary School. After explaining to them the reasons why they have outdated textbooks and they have saltine sandwiches for lunch because of all of his cuts, he then went on to talk about the Constitution.
Provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty.
Also, when the teacher is reading the Constitution to the kids, I think I know what Walker is thinking. Oh shit, that's what this says? I'm not following half this shit.
In order to form a more perfect union, remember we were already a union under the Articles of Confederation, but we wanted a stronger union, a more perfect one.
Oh wait, we're in a union? I don't like the sound of that.
So freedom of speech, meaning I can say in this country, unlike other countries, I can say something whether somebody else agrees with me or not. As long as I don't interfere with their rights, I have a chance to say things as well.
We just talked about this with Officer Steve. You're doing the opposite. Weren't you listening?
This week is the 225th anniversary of our Constitution. I'd ask you to go home and show this to your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa, whoever's around the house tonight. Tell them, show them this and tell them a little bit about what you learned today. Talk to them about it. Because sometimes, even as grown-ups, we kind of remember what it was like to study the Constitution, but it's been a long time ago.
That's right. Sometimes adults forget about the Constitution. And governors, too. The point is, the Constitution is a living, breathing document, and I don't believe our governor and many other politicians understand the Constitution. Or if they do, they just simply ignore it. But they shouldn't, because the Constitution and the Bill of Rights is the foundation of our country. So while you may not like some of the rights the Constitution gives others due to your own personal beliefs, political beliefs, religious beliefs, tough shit. You're going to have to learn to suck it up and accept that. You're going to have to learn to live with it. As for politicians, they need to start adjusting their priorities and putting the Constitution ahead of money, of religious beliefs, of money, of feeding on the bigotry of voters, money. See where I'm going? Now, since the Capitol Police Department were one of a few of the police departments that lost their collective bargaining rights, they have no union to support them. They don't want to be arresting these people. As Officer Steve pointed out, many of the Capitol Police officers feel awful about doing this because they know that those protesters have a constitutional right to be there and to express themselves. Now, the Capitol Police officers would love to not do this, but they have no recourse because they have no union. This situation is a perfect example of how important the Union and the Constitution is. It's all about protection. It's not about one king or one person. It's about we the people. So on this 225th anniversary of the Constitution, I am reminded that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights gives me the right to rant about whatever the hell I want to rant about into a video camera with my pants off. That may make some of you feel uncomfortable, but tough shit. You have the right to turn it off, which many do. Many people exercise that right. So God bless the Constitution. That's all I have for you today. God bless you. God bless Wisconsin. God bless the Constitution. And God bless these United States of America. Thank you.
You do ordain at the